Focus your live stream and let YouTube. I don't know what that means. All right. How does this work? Well, if the replay is actually blah, blah, blah. If the replay is actually working, then it might be a bit slow for the first few minutes here because this is all just a test. Okay, good. It's working. Is the title there? Hi, Jean. I put up a title. It let me. Hi, Sybil. All right, I like this new setup. Now, my only concern here is that it did give me the option to DVR it, which I believe is the replay, right? Is that correct? Because I know how it is on the YouTube platform, but on OBS, I'm hoping this is going to give me a replay. But anyways, how are you guys doing tonight? Hi, Diane. Yeah, I'm hoping this will give me the replay in the end. Right now, what I'm testing is a completely different setup to how I am starting the streams. I'm not doing it directly from YouTube. I'm using a streaming software that has like all these plugins and whatnot. And it's everything on one screen. Originally, I was using half of my screen with the YouTube, the web page, and then the other side, the streaming software. But now it's all in one, and I'm hoping that I did the right settings so that it saves it. Title is working. I think DVR is the replay. Yes. Otherwise, it's recording it locally as well. So if it's recording locally as well, does that mean that it's saving on my computer and I can upload it if it doesn't automatically put the replay? I'm not tech savvy. I don't know these things. Sybil, you broke your nose today? What the heck happened? How did that happen? Oh my goodness. Jesus. That's not a good way to start the weekend. All right, now I'm getting something flashing here giving me a warning sign that my stream's current bitrate is low. What that means, I have no idea. I'm probably lagging a little bit. Um, I'm hoping there's no delay in the audio. Run out of this, as long as I don't run out of disk space. Well, I hope not. Hi, Sam. Face down on a driveway? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you get better soon. I don't know how long that kind of stuff takes to heal. Jeez. Yeah, right now it's telling me the stream's current bit rate is low. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm lagging or what, but I mean, so far it looks like it's working smoothly. I'm seeing all the comments on one side. I'm seeing some other random stuff on the bottom. I don't know what it is. Slipped on a cran apple? Oh my goodness. Jesus. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, Sybil. That's not a good way to start the weekend or end the week. Um, let's see here. How's everyone else doing here? Sybil was bringing sick friend back from reading. Oh, geez. My goodness. Bitrate was the part that I needed to spend more time on. You had things set up real good before the OS reinstall. I'll get the setting right after this weekend. Okay, but will I be good for tomorrow's live? Will it be okay? Hello, Laverne. Did I say that right? Well, Sybil, I hope the rest of your week was okay aside from that horrid incident. My goodness. I'm trying to get used to this new setup here. You're just fine now, so you'll be fine for tomorrow. Even though it's still saying warning, that's kind of making me a little nervous. Fine, but my winter puzzle driving. Your winter puzzle. Ugh. Guys, if I'm getting tongue-tied or my words don't usually come out right most of the time anyways, but I'm super tired. I'm so tired. But I had to jump on and make sure this was working all right. Especially with this new setup. I'm super nervous about it. Your winter puzzle. I mean, you guys all know what's driving me crazy. What puzzle is driving me crazy. I am having fun though. It's come to a point, well, it came to a point a while ago, that it was starting to get fun. I don't feel like as desperate as I did before. Um, it's still very challenging. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very good with gradients. I mean, I say I'm not good with gradients, guys, but to be perfectly honest, I haven't really done that very much. I don't have like tons and tons of experience doing a lot of big areas with gradient skies. Um, and when I have done them, I haven't been that great anyway. So this is, a lot of this this 3K challenge has really tested me in a lot of ways and almost made me question my skills at times. But I've never considered myself to be a puzzle expert or anything. I this has really been a really big learning experience. I'll put it that way. Um what does it say here? You're just fine. Yes. Audio video sync is perfect, and I'm hearing about 4 to 5 second delay between you talking. Okay. Noise gate is good though. Is there? I don't know what noise gate means, but okay. Okay, zero background noise. All right. Okay, that's good. That makes me feel better about this. Um, so this looks like it'll be good stuff going forward with my lives. It's so much easier to see everything on the screen on one, what do you call that? One window, right? That's the word. I think so. But yeah, this 3K challenge has definitely been, as Jean, you put it perfectly, it's a new adventure. Um, and really that's the whole point of trying out different puzzles and branching out to different things and you know, giving yourself different challenges. It's all about having new adventures, new experiences. Um, because if you don't do that every now and then, I mean, I don't want to say it gets monotonous, but you know, it's good to change it up sometimes. And I must say, I really went very far with changing things up with this challenge. This has been, you know, it's been a roller coaster. Oh, that's a good way to put it. I gotta remember to say that in my video. This has definitely been a roller coaster of a journey, challenge, adventure, all those things. Lots and lots of ups and downs. I almost was gonna say lots and lots of downs first, but it's it's been quite a journey and for sure my longest one. The In terms of how much time I've spent on this so far, I believe this definitely beat the time it took me to complete the Haunted Mansion, which was my most challenging puzzle that I've ever worked on. And I'm still I still feel like I haven't quite figured if this one is more challenging than the Haunted Mansion because really both puzzles are very different and posed different kinds of challenges. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. My first 3K was very overwhelming until I decided it's a lot of sorting. Yeah, yeah, it's very overwhelming. And just seeing all those pieces, like, in the very beginning, is just like incredibly daunting. And, you're thinking to yourself, like, for one, like, what was I thinking kind of thing. And like, you have this huge pile in front of you that you have to somehow piece all together, and it seems impossible in the beginning. And you know, that kind of has a big effect on the overall how can I say, like when you're starting the puzzle, your overall mood and demeanor and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's kind of what stalled me in the beginning, or it's just a case of just simply being overwhelmed and not being really sure what the best plan of attack is in the beginning. But it's definitely been, I've never done so much resorting in my whole puzzling life. Tons, and it's constant resorting. Because really, I almost feel like that's really your best option when attacking puzzles this big. Especially if you're not one who does them very often, like it's kind of a every now and then kind of thing. I know there's other puzzlers out there who always do puzzles this size, and I don't know what magic they possess, but I would love to know. Um, Remind me what you're working on again. Let me see if I can get the box behind me. I'm just gonna scroll back real quick here. That was a close up. Sorry about that. So the puzzle that I am working on for my 3K challenge is a Schmidt Disney Thomas Kincaid image. This one is called, I don't know why I keep forgetting, Belle's Magical World. And it's the image is incredible. Absolutely incredible. But my goodness, look at all that sky. And um, as you saw in the picture that I posted on my last community post, I've got part of the blue in there. I gotta get the sky pieces, but I do have some trays where I've pieced some big sections together, and I gotta just put it on the board and kind of figure out where they go. And then the last big part, I got most of, I'm trying to work, like the opposite side of the camera. All this is pretty much done. There's like a few pieces that are, still need figuring out in there, but then I got this tree, which I believe is going to end up being the very, very last thing that try to complete on this puzzle. Um, I'm mortified because I still have a blue tray of those leaf pieces in a huge pile. And not to mention, there's like how many trays? Five, six other trays with some leaf pieces on them that already are resorted by shape. And I still got, like, I swear the pieces keep multiplying. They're like popping up in places where, like, I don't know. It's craziness. But yeah, let me see if I can show you some of my trays here. I've got like, I'm trying to do this without knocking them over, but as you can see, there's some sections here that I have pieced together. Um, I'm having to work on separate trays now because my board is just, it's just too much happening there. And I have this one as well. As you can see, we got some big sections coming along here. I could see the colors really well from the camera, actually. It's been so hard because with work is, as I keep mentioning it, work has been absolutely insane. So my only time to puzzle during the week has been at night. And lighting is terrible. Like, at least for me, I struggle to see these kind of colors with the lighting that I have in here. I mean, I'm looking at the webcam right now, and it looks way brighter than what it actually is in front of my eyes. I don't know what magic this camera's doing, but I wish that's how I saw it. So yeah, there's sections coming together. Things are happening. I'm I'm doing what I can, trying to squeeze in any little puzzle time that I can during the day. Um, because as I was saying before, this has absolutely been the longest puzzling experience I ever had. And I think, I mean, I did not expect to be working on this puzzle for as long as I have. It feels like it's been centuries now since I started it. And again, it's mainly because there's been a large number of days where I've had no puzzle time at all, which is frustrating. But what can I do, And that has definitely made this drag on a lot longer than I'd expected. Um, I am now buying 2K puzzles for the challenge. 2K puzzles. I remember my 2K puzzle that was a challenging one. My Seiko. Ugh, that was hard. These big count puzzles are no joke, man. Laverne says, sometimes when I start a new puzzle, I look at all of those loose pieces. And yeah, it's hard not to get overwhelmed. It's just so much, and you don't even know where to start. You don't know what to do. Like me, I'm notorious for like going blank when I see the pile in front of me. I go into it thinking I have this grand plan, and I know what I'm gonna do, and then it's like, not really. Yeah, that tree is scaring me. Oh, hey, Christy. Yeah, that tree, man. That tree's no joke. I just don't know what to do when the time comes, when I'm done with the sky. That is just all the pieces look the same. So it's like, what the heck? It's definitely going to be a resort by shape. I'm just gonna have to like not waste any time whatsoever and just start resorting it that way. Like just get to work. And I don't know, man. After that, I don't know. I have a cone light above my table, which helped. I have a number of lights. I have a panel. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like behind no, if I go this way. You see it? Oh, no. Right here. That's a LED flat panel. And I do use it sometimes, but because I cannot, the way I have my table set up, I cannot angle the table up to kind of stop it from getting like that. Kind of like that glare or like too much light in certain areas. It's been very difficult for me to kind of like figure out how to get comfortable doing this as well because it's such a big image. And a lot of the times I have to take breaks because my back starts hurting me. But yeah, I have lights. I'm not short on lights, but sometimes it's like it's not the right light. I don't know what it is. I'm Lighting is a whole beast on its own from what I've seen and heard so far. So maybe I'm just not doing it right. Right? Yeah, work is crazy, Christy. I did another 6-day week. I mean, I've been doing 6-day weeks for the last 2 months. Is it been 2 months? No. I don't know. I don't even remember when I started this position. What, 6 weeks ago, maybe? No, I could swear it's longer than that. But actually, this Saturday and Sunday is my first 2-day weekend in centuries. I don't remember the last time I had a Saturday and Sunday off during the work week. I'm so excited. And it'll be nice to sleep in and not have to, work that day. Hopefully I don't get phone calls, but we'll see. Um, New trick revealed. Use camera to yeah, seriously, right? Just look, don't even use my eyes anymore. I'm just gonna look at the computer screen for the webcam. Those colors were popping in that. Didn't It don't look that good in real life, I swear. I don't know what happened. Unbelievable. Let's hope that tree goes together easy as it's not a gradient. Yeah, definitely piece shape, Jane. I know. I'm not gonna even kid myself. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare. And you know what? That's okay. I just gotta figure it out. Cause you know what? I know eventually the puzzle will get done. I'm not quitting on it. And I'm not gonna move on until I finish it. Because that's how I roll. A pillow and ibuprofen help with the back. Yeah, seriously. Though I gotta be careful with the pillow sometimes because it might end up making me want to fall asleep or something. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't definitely been the most comfortable experience. I'll put it that way. Um, and I'm pretty sure as the puzzles get bigger and bigger, it's gonna get more and more uncomfortable. That's just the nature of it. So I just better get used to it, right? Because my challenges are only gonna get bigger. Uh, my goodness. I'm just, I respond to some of your comments, and some of you say, like, oh, I'm working on my 4,000 count. And then my heart sinks because it's like, oh my God, I cannot, I don't even want to think. I remember being so excited about the 4,000 count. And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm struggling with this one. How long is the 4,000 count going to take me? Like a whole season? Craziness. And speaking of seasons, I know I mentioned this on my post as well, but I realized, what was it, like a few days? Well, because Halloween is creeping up. I realized a few days ago, I was like, oh man, I totally, this puzzle has taken over me completely for this season. I did not do any fall puzzles. I didn't do any Halloween puzzles. I'm like, oh man, that's sad. But then again, that's okay. There's always next year. The seasons always come every year. So I'm not how do you say? I'm not stressing about it because you know what, there's no need to. And as I said, there are other YouTubers, puzzle YouTuber pals. They're all making fall and Halloween videos. You guys have those to watch too. So you know what? Let them have the fall fun. I'm gonna suffer with my 3K challenge this season, and that's okay. Rick's puzzling adventure. Hello. How are you? These are always fun. I'm glad you like them, and I'm glad I'm coherent enough to do them. Is that the word? Coherent or awake enough? I'm tired. Yes, my family day was fun. We're having another family day on Sunday, which is super exciting because our community is doing their Halloween festivities. So we'll be doing taking our daughter to trunk or treat and trick or treat, and we're gonna be doing that with some family as well. So that'll be fun. And it's interesting because usually that's done on a Saturday, which is usually always my day off. But this year, of course, they decided to do it on a Sunday. So I had to take the day off Sunday because my daughter was not having it. If I had to work that day, I have to be there. So I I took the day off. I think I need it too. Um, put the puzzle board on the floor and work. Draped over an exercise ball. I'd probably make a mess of that. I'd probably roll onto the puzzle and destroy it, knowing me. Rolling off the ball and just making a mess of things. Jump into winter fun. I know. I know. I do have some winter puzzles. Um do I? Yes, I have a set of 4, those Seiko 4-packs in one sets of Thomas Kincaid winter puzzles, which are very beautiful. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. I think that's my only. I'm pretty sure I have something else up there somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of a mess again. Oh, I see I've angled it a certain way so you can't see the big mess above the Ravensburger sets, which is a good thing. But what was I saying? Winter puzzles, right? Yeah, winter puzzles. Geez, if I'm still working on this 3K challenge through that season, I don't know. There's something very wrong with me then. Oh my goodness. And I realized as well, I think my last video was the shopping video, wasn't it? But I think I released that the end of September. It wasn't even October. So I've I've made no videos aside from the lives. The lives are videos too, but I've not posted a video for October, which is the first time during my entire YouTube life that I haven't posted a video in a month, which is, I mean, I don't know what to think of that. I mean, that's all right. That's all right, right? I'm working on a puzzle. I'm still puzzled. I'm chatting with you guys. That's fun too. It's gonna mess up my YouTube numbers, but I can't stress about that stuff. I just can't. There's no point. But speaking of winter puzzles, I feel like Uh, One thing with this season coming up now, I'm getting a lot of emails for collaborations, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm still working on this 3K puzzle. I don't know what I can do. I accepted one of them, but there's two other ones. And one of them is for like a Christmas puzzle. So I don't know. I have to think about this because that's three collaborations that have emailed me, and I need to decide quickly if I'm going to do them or not. I should do them. Yes, the lives have been fun. I really like doing them. The only the only thing is I mean, I realize I don't puzzle as much as I should during my lives. I try to, but I just start chatting away, which is fine too. It's all good. We just talk about puzzles and stuff. But yeah, yeah. Not posting a video regularly on YouTube, I think can hurt your channel. I think. I don't know. I don't feel like it is. I feel like my channel's still doing pretty well in terms of growth, considering that I haven't posted anything. But again, as I said, I mean, I'm not going to stress about it. It is what it is, and that's okay. But but yeah, back to what I was saying this weekend. Yes, we're going some Halloween fun, which will be nice. Are any of you guys doing anything special for Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween? Do you use it as an excuse to eat a ridiculous amount of candy? I'm not much of a candy eater in general, but I usually do during the holidays though. So, but what else? So far, I still have a warning thing on this, but that's okay. It still seems to be working just fine, which is nice. Hello, BH. I want Ravensburger's Christmas Cookie Village, 1,000 piece, but I'm afraid I'll end up eating some pieces. Eating some pieces, that won't be a good thing. No, because then you'll end up with missing pieces. We can't have that now. Damn, now I'm hungry. What was the last time I had a cookie? I don't even remember. Your son is grown now, so I pass it out, and yes, I nibble on some. Yeah, I have to think. Shoot. I forgot to buy candy for this weekend. Oh. I mean, we're not going to even be home, but I usually leave a basket outside. I got to figure that out now. Oops. They're going to egg my house. No, there's no one throwing eggs in this community. I hope. You try to stay out of the candy. I try to curtail. I try not to go too crazy, but sometimes I can't help but eat those Snickers bite size. Those are my favorite. Snickers, Kit Kats, and what else? I do love Skittles. Hmm. What else? Oh, Twix. I love Twix. They're so good. But I'm not the type of person that can eat like the whole bars anymore. I used to in the past, but it's just I can't stomach those anymore. The snack size are just perfect for me. You try to stay away from the Halloween candy, Laverne. Yeah, I try, but you can't help it. It's just there. Yeah, Twix is so good. I love Twix. Twix and Snickers. Mmm, delicious. And as for hard candy, I like Skittles. I've always loved Skittles. Ours is next week as we have Friday off and a long weekend with elections and all. Is election the following week already? Oh my God, it is, isn't it? Holy smokes, time flies. Where do the weeks go? I swear I'm at work and like just the hours pass and I'm like, well, I still have like 30 things that I needed to do and I gotta go home now. It's like I don't want to be working all day. It's bad enough I'm working 6 days. I don't need to be there all day long. This channel name, this channel name, and my new Free puzzle from Magic Puzzle has caused me to think. Magic Puzzle Company. That was a fun puzzle. I really like that. That was fun, especially the image that I did. I do need to pick up another one. I almost did the other day actually, but I was like, no, no. Try to stick to brands you haven't tried before. I'm still trying to stick to brand. When I do my shoppings and whatnot, I do my best to try to stick to things that I've never tried before because I want to check them out. But sometimes you just can't help but add something to your collection of a brand you already have. I've never tried the Snickers ice cream bars, Christy. What flavor ice cream is it? Is it like a caramel ice cream in there? Oh, this is your first live that you've caught. Hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank yous. The name of the new puzzle is Puzzled Patron. Oh, right. I see. Yeah. Puzzled. Yeah, I haven't. I gotta pick up some. I wouldn't say they're not classics, but ones that I already have, brands that I already have. But it's hard. It's hard because, I try to stick to a budget. I try not to spend too much money. And when I do, buy something, I really do try to stick with brands that something new, something that I haven't tried before. Unless it's something I just can't resist. That's one thing. But for the most part, I try to branch out to different things. It's shaped like a Snickers bar and has vanilla ice cream instead of the nougat. Oh, I thought it had the nougat too. I like that. The nougat's like the best part of the Snickers. Caramel and peanuts still there. I have to try it. Oh man, but the nougat, I like the nougat. That's the good stuff. That's what Twix have as well, doesn't it? I think I think that's my favorite part. And the peanuts. I do love peanuts. We've been making um caramel apples at home with apples that we picked from the orchard nearby. Oh my God. And I have to have my caramel apples with a ton of crushed peanuts. It's just like my new addiction now. It's so good. Hello, Rhonda. I'm working on a Halloween puzzle. My grandson was over and he says, Grandma, I have a bam. Bam. You know what Bam reminds me of? I don't know if you know. Um, he's a chef, Emeril Lagasse. He would always go, Bam. That's my no, that's not my earliest memory of watching cooking shows. I remember when the Food Network came out for the first time and he was like one of the first shows. And that was my addiction. I grew up watching cooking shows. Instead of cartoons, I much prefer to watch cooking shows. I got a Milky Way in the fridge, staying out of there. Milky Way. Now I'm getting hungry. We had a lot going on today, actually. I had to leave work early so that I can get home on time for an appointment. And then because of that appointment, we didn't have dinner till about 6:15, which for us is late. We usually have dinner like at 4:30. And we was starving. And I was like, oh, it's so late. I'm not gonna snack tonight because I ate so late. And now I wish I snacked. Hello, Susan. For some reason I was gonna say good morning, Susan, and I was like, well, it's not morning, it's nighttime. I don't know why. How are you today? It is finally the weekend. I'm super excited that I have a 2-day weekend where I'm off from work, which is extremely nice. Oh, my back's broken. You're working on Ravensburger's The Tempest puzzle. Isn't too hard, but it's not easy either. I love 1500. I really did enjoy my first 1500 count puzzle. It was challenging, but in terms of like a bigger piece count puzzle, like if you wanted to, like for me, if I wanted to get a little crazy, and do something spur of the moment that was a big count, it would be a 1500. I very much enjoyed that experience. Um, this one is also loose but love story. Yes, my 3000 is absolutely beautiful, but oh my goodness, it's making me lose hair. It's taking me so long. But again, as I keep saying, I think it's more to do with the fact that I've had days where I just haven't had time to puzzle. And if I've had time, sometimes I'm too mentally done to sit down and puzzle. I just want to sit and watch TV. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just want to watch TV. I don't want to think. I remember because you were too excited. We are happy to have you here. So, what are you going to do to celebrate finishing the 3K? That's a very good question, Christy. I don't know. What should I do? This is this is going to be such an accomplishment. This is going to be huge. I don't know. I never thought of that. What should I do? Hmm. Now you have me thinking what I could do. I don't know. I'm also trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the puzzle when I'm done with it. I still don't know if I'm going to try to put glue sheets on it, glue it, or what. And if I do glue it, where am I going to save it? Like, what am I going to do with it? I don't know what to do. Oh man, but you're right. I should do something to celebrate finishing it. It'd be such a momentous occasion. I'll be so proud of myself. I'll buy myself like a little graduation hat and wear it for a while. It's like, oh, you did it. I don't know why graduation hat. I don't know. Did you love Stacy? Did you love recipe books come from your food channel years? Apps, I think so. I would watch. I'm talking about really, really little. My earliest memories, maybe I was like 4 or 5. As I said, I wasn't, I liked cartoons. But if it was between cartoons and watching Julia Child, I was gonna watch Julia Child, hands down. And we would rent tapes, VHS tapes from the library of cooking shows, and I would rent the same ones over and over again, and I would watch them over and over again. I remember one being a Julia Child one where she did like desserts. I remember all this. It's very sad. And the other video was a bread baking video that it was like the longest cooking show ever. I swear it must have been real time of like bread baking. And I would watch it like like it was a movie. Fantastic. I would watch that. Yeah, Julia Child was like so huge for me. Um, what else would I watch? Frugal. There was one called Frugal Gourmet. I'm talking about old time cooking show. I mean, not old times, but like early 90s. And then when the Food Network came out, I mean, that was like a dream come true. I remember when the very first time that network came out, and it was just, as I said, a dream come true. It was amazing. That was all I watched. That's always been my thing. Even now, I love cooking shows. Uh, my okay, Jean says my puzzling's down to weekends and days off. Usually too tired when I get home, and yeah, sometimes you get home and you're too tired. I can't. You see, I can't even talk. I'm so tired. You're too tired to sit down and get, you need like that mental focus. There's a very particular focus that you need to like switch on in your head when you puzzle. And sometimes I'm just too drained, and that's okay. It happens. I just want to sit down and do nothing. Christy, crumble. Oh my God, Christy, I haven't had a crumble cookie in in months because I would usually pick up a crumble cookie because it's next to well, the Sam's Club that I shop at. And I have not been picking up the orders. My husband's been picking up the Sam's Club orders. So I'm not getting a crumble. And those are like so good. I want to cry. I'm so sad. I want a crumble cookie right now with a nice cup of milk. Party horn and party hat. Seriously, Gene, I need to do something. I'm gonna celebrate in a way where people's gonna think, what is it? Is it New Year's or something? Gotta do something. Time for puzzling near holidays is difficult, but I still get some work on it almost every day. Oh yeah, puzzling during the holidays is rough too. Oh, oh, that time is coming where you gotta do the Christmas shopping. Uh, I don't know. Every year I feel like Christmas shopping gets harder and harder. Do you guys agree? Do you feel like it's getting harder and harder every year? I don't know what to do anymore. Tape it so you can put it together in 8 by 10 pieces. Hey, that's a good idea. 8 by 10 pieces. I didn't think of that. Hmm. I love the great bit. Blah, blah. You see, this is what happens when I'm tired. I love the great British, the great British, like that cooking one with what was her name? Mary Berry? Is that right? It was Mary Berry, wasn't it? Stacy says, "Is there a recipe you make from your VHS rewatches?" Well, considering how many times I've watched it in the past, you would think that I'd have it memorized by heart, but I don't remember the slightest any of them. I do know how to make bread though. I do, It's funny because I've been watching that kind of stuff for as long as I can remember. And growing up and whatnot, I even went to when I went to college, I did hospitality management, but I did focus on culinary and pastry arts, of course, because it's always been my passion. That's my thing. So, and even now, all these years, you could throw any recipe at me and I'm not afraid of it. I'll do it, like I can just, I'm, I guess what do you call that? Confidence in the kitchen, I guess. I'm a good cook, I think. I think. Sam says frugal gourmet with Jeff Smith. Yes, the Galloping Gourmet. Oh my God, he was awesome. I love the Galloping Gourmet. Oh my God, you're bringing back memories. I would sit and watch these with my mom. Oh, the Galloping Gourmet. Yes. My sister would watch them too. Actually, she was the one who would rent the tapes for me from the library. She was older, so she would get them for me and we would sit and watch them over and over and over again, the same videos. And every time I watched it, it was like I was watching something new. It was super exciting. Yes, the Great British Baking Show. Yes, that is good stuff too. Though I have to say that show is really good, but I feel like over the years, Food Network is not so much about cooking shows anymore. It's more competitions. I swear everything is a competition. And I don't like that. There was one show back in the day that was like the early competition cooking shows. What was it? It was called Ready, Set, Cook. I absolutely loved that show. It was awesome. But nowadays, it's like everything is a competition. And it's like, I don't want to see a competition. I just want to see someone by themselves in a kitchen cooking. That's my kind of thing. So I also love to watch cooking shows on PBS. Like those kind of cooking shows are my style. Lydia's Kitchen. Um, Gosh, there's so many of them. Martha. What else? Rick Bayless. So many of them. And my last job, I worked for a very well-known chef. which was a fantastic experience in New York City. So, in terms of work, I can definitely say that and like career and whatnot and passion, I've lived it. I'm happy with what I've achieved throughout my career. Now I'm not working with in that particular field anymore. I'm more on the hotel, tourism side of hospitality. But yeah, cooking, restaurants, that's always been like my number one. It's just very, very physically demanding for sure. I always love the idea of Christmas shopping. Shopping for others makes me happy, but actually doing the Christmas shop. Yeah, yeah. I used to really enjoy Christmas shopping, but I don't know why. What happened? Not so much anymore. Now I'm more about like if it was just if it was more just about I enjoy more just being with everybody, if that makes sense. Like the gifts are fun. I'm not gonna lie, gifts are fun to get and to give, but just being together and just eating, of course, food, right? Eating and just like chatting and having fun, that's to me that's the best part. Um uh Good Eats, yes. Alton Brown, right? That was his name. Good Eats was another really, really good show. He was always so informative and so scientific about everything. Yeah, Rick Bayless is awesome. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of PBS ones that I absolutely love. I actually worked with some of them from PBS. There was let me see. I c- I'm so tired I can't think off the top of my head. Shoot, what was her name? No, not Patty's Mexican Table. Not that one. Oh my God, I can't even think. She was awesome. I would watch her all the time and I got to work with her. Um, I love getting and stuffing the stockings with a lot of fun and useful things. That is my favorite thing to do. Our socks here are stuffed, that I would say. Yes, we stuff stockings as well, but it's only with like me, my husband, and my daughter. I have so much fun stuffing my daughter's stocking. I struggle with my husband on what to get him. I don't know. I don't consider myself the greatest when it comes to like giving gifts. I don't have the slightest clue on what to get people. I'm kind of clueless in that sense. And maybe that's why I don't like it, like shopping so much, because I don't know what to get people. Everybody has everything, which is, we're blessed, which is great. And it's like all these years, it's like you run out of ideas. Puzzle shaped cookies with your family. Oh, that's a cute idea. Eat some puzzle shaped cookies and blow horns and have some party hats, right? Food in stockings is always a win. That's my kind of thing. I don't, you, I'm so easy when it comes to like gifts. If you give me, and my husband is really good at this, he knows me. um, I love me some Milano cookies and coffee. You just give me those things, I'm happy. I don't ask for much. I'm a very simple person. I'm very low maintenance. Just throw some coffee at me, my favorite snacks. That's all I want. That's all good. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other cooking shows. Emeril Lagasse. I mean, he was one of the first shows on Food Network, and that was like his show was just mind blowing to me. I remember I would watch it before I went to bed, because I had school the next day. It was late, and it would be like I had to make sure everything was done so that I could sit down and watch Emeril. And there was Sarah Moulton, which was cooking live at the time. It was a live cooking show. Not always. After a while, they started showing reruns and whatnot. But that was like one of the first Food Network shows. How to Boil Water. I'm talking about classic startup Food Network shows. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling now. Instead of gifts, I've been making freezer meals for my. Well, that's a good idea. Freezer family meals. That's funny because my brother-in-law keeps asking me for my chicken pot pie. Maybe I'll do that for him this year. Lasagnas, taco. Oh, that's a great idea. Freezer meals. You see things like that? That's like so thoughtful. That's awesome. Yeah, I love Milana cookies. It's like two hot tamales. Yes, Melanie. Oh, I watch them all the time. Yes, two hot tamales. Oh, and that reminds me, Two Fat Ladies. Do you guys know that show? It was a British cooking show. Two Fat Ladies. One of my most favorite cooking shows. Rick, Milano cookies are great, but if I sit down with the bag and a cup of hot coffee, I know that's the hard thing about those Milanos. I could do exactly the same thing. I finish a whole bag. They're so good. I like they have the double stuffed ones. They have the dark chocolate ones. It's so good. It's so good. Favorite flavor? Ooh, it has to be either the double stuffed or double dipped or something. It has like extra chocolate in the center or the dark chocolate. My dad is Italian, so I was a kitchen hand since child. Oh, so your dad cooked real good then. That's some good food there. Oh man, yeah, cooking shows growing up, that was my thing. Just cooking shows all day, every day. Hello, Nefertari. Hello from Toronto. Watching from the living room. I am sat here being super cozy in my Jack Skellington blanket, in my pajamas. My hair is not wet today though. I washed it the other day, so it's not it's not turning into a big poof like the other late night live. Oh man, what other cooking shows? Yes, two hot tamales, two fat ladies, es- uh, um, Emerald, Good Eats. It was Lydia's Kitchen. I love Lydia's Kitchen. Um, oh, Rick Bayless. Uh, so many. Oh man, this. Oh, Cooks Cook's Country. I love Cook's America's Test Kitchen. That's the one. Test Kitchen, Cook's Country. Fantastic. Martha Bakes. And then her other show, she had a number of shows. What else? Ah, so many good cooking shows. I wish cooking shows were, like the network wasn't just full of competition after competition after everything is a competition now. It's like, oh my goodness. Who could tie their apron the fastest? That's a competition. I'm just making that up. That's not true, but you know what I mean. It's like everything's a competition. Just show me a cooking. Just show me how to make something, please. I just want to see you put something in the pan without like rushing to do it because someone else is faster than you. Like, just can we just take a moment and just cook slowly, happily, and talk about it? Oh my God, how can I forget Ina Garden? Barefoot Contessa. She's like, she's a legend. I love her show. My sister and I would watch her show all the time. There is a YouTube Hillbilly Kitchen, and she has all. I like to watch. I mainly watch food channels on YouTube. When I sit down on my couch and watch YouTube, and when I watch YouTube videos, I watch it from my TV. So I'm never able to like comment or anything like that because I'm sat on my couch watching it from the TV. And that's my YouTube watch time. I'll leave a like on the video, but I rarely leave comments because I'm not on the computer. I'm just sat on my couch. My Drunk Kitchen on YouTube. Interesting. Hello, Lil Miss Nat. How are you tonight? We're just talking about like random. We're not even really talking about puzzling right now. We're just talking about cooking and food and cooking shows. Just some random stuff, but you know what? That's okay. What else? Yeah, Ina Garden. She's fantastic. I have a few of her cookbooks actually. What else? Hmm. One chef that I honestly struggled to watch because I don't know, I just didn't like his overall attitude, personality was Bobby Flay. I don't know. For some reason, he just got on my nerves. He kind of gave me the impression like he was just very, I don't know, stuck up, too much of himself. I don't know, he just gave me a negative vibe and I just struggled to. I would watch him sometimes, but he started off with someone else when he first had a show, I think. And that was good. But then when he went solo, it was like, nah man, I'm not feeling it. Just not. I watched your video on Schmidt puzzles. I ordered one that has two puzzles in the box. It's a Thompson called Lamplight Manor. Lamplight Manor. I feel like I know what that image is. I feel like I know that one. And it's all if it says Lamplight Manor, then absolutely it's most likely my house. And I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful. And I wouldn't be surprised if the lights are on in there. Ina Garden's whole roast chicken recipe is amazing. And funny, Melanie, that is the only roast chicken recipe that I do. Because you're right, it's absolutely amazing. It never comes out wrong. It always comes out perfect. I love roast chicken. I have to do a roast chicken. It's almost baking championship time of the year. Baking, I know, right? Baking check. All the holiday baking and whatnot. 2 seasons, same house. Really? Oh my goodness. Why are they taking pictures of my house without my permission? They're taking random pictures throughout the seasons. What else? I keep doing a close up. I gotta move back a bit. No need to see my face all up in the camera. What other shows? Two Fat Ladies, America's Test Kitchen. There's so many. Yes, we told you to get timers. Yes, you told me to get timers. I know, right? I should get timers. That's a great idea. Get some timers or something with like some motion detection so they turn off when nobody's around. Like they don't stay on. They'll just turn off automatically when nobody's around. That's a good idea. I gotta consider that. I probably should consider that for my house here. Oh man. What is your favorite type? What is your favorite type of puzzle you like to do? Picture wise, it's mostly if it's not a Disney image, which to me any Disney image is great. If it's not that, then it's most likely like a landscape with like my house in it. It has to be an image that I can like if I look at it, as soon as I look at it, then it's like instant. I'm there. I see myself there. And those are usually like the landscape ones with the houses, the lighthouses, beautiful scenery, all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much most of my collection, really. I also like images that are like very Americana style, um, old-timey pictures, like the Wasaki ones, Charles Wasaki, those are great. Um, I just love that artwork. I don't know, it makes me feel nice and cozy inside. What else? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Those are really the ones I gravitate most towards. Trying to see what else. Usually it's an image I can instantly see myself in, for the most part. Those are easy ones for me to pick. But I'm trying to think what else. What else? Uh, oh, my back is hurting me today. I don't know why. I had a long day today too at work. I love a full busy image or a collage. Oh, you like collage? I've done a few collage images, but I'm very particular with collages. I can't just they're not my go-tos usually. There's got to be something really special about it. Also, puzzles that have images of something that are very nostalgic to me or they spark some kind of memory or feeling. Those are ones that I gravitate towards as well. I gave up on a Charles Wasaki once. You didn't like the style of the artwork, B? It they tend to have a lot going on in them. But I like that kind of series. It almost looks like a storybook page or something like that. I don't know why. I come up with stories in my head when I see these. That's what I like about you compared with other fine. You laugh about my what do you call them? My fantasies. I can't help it. It's something that I've always done. It is funny. When I think about it, like in the moment, I'm like, I'm serious. I'm there. Like, this is what's happening in this image. I create a whole song and dance. I don't make a song and dance. You know what I mean? I make like a whole story out of it. This one I got has a little lake in front with a stone bridge across it, manor with a nice chimney. So yeah. Oh, I love me a nice chimney. That just that completes a house. Hey T, I went to this store today that purchases things like books and games. They had a section of a room with puzzles, floor to ceiling. Oh, I would be overwhelmed too. Were they priced right? Was it good pricing? I don't know why, but it was so hard. Now all his images. You, yeah, that image left a bad taste in your mouth, didn't it? I get it. It happens. Charles Wasaki is not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But they can be. I've done some Charles Wasaki that were really challenging, but I love the image. They're fun. But yeah, not everybody's into it. Yeah, I'm not big on darker puzzles either. It has to be a really nice image though for me to accept a dark image. I want to enjoy a leisure puzzle. Yeah, Christy, I agree. I'm not big on photograph puzzles either. I don't know what it is. I'm not big on photography. Well, no, I'm not I don't want to sound like I don't appreciate it, but it's just not my style when it comes to puzzling. I like artwork. I mean, photography is a form of art, but you know what I mean, like a painting or something like that. Stacy, it is time for you to go to bed. It is late. I get it. I should be going to bed soon too because I gotta kind of I still gotta set an alarm tomorrow because we have another appointment in the morning. But at least Sunday I could sleep in. Thank you, Stacy. You have a good night and have a great weekend. KT says since they resell the puzzles, they were cheaper than typical retail, but a bit more than usual. Thrift store. I got a couple for $6 to $8 each. Were they good brands? Was it a good piece count? I got questions. A lot of things factor into these prices. I'm curious now. Amy Stewart is nice as well. I do like a lot of Amy Stewart's images. She has a lot of nice colors. I love her use of colors. Would you like a B says, would you like a 1500 Robbinsburg? You gave up on it? Mythical Beast. Mythical Beast. Why do I feel like I know that image? I feel like I've heard of that before. Interesting. It's up to you if you want to send it to me. I'll try it. But you gave up on it. Why'd you give up on it? Was it too much? Is it busy? Is it a busy image? I have a puzzle swap on November 2nd. I'm taking 6 to trade. Puzzle swaps. I really do need to look at puzzle swaps in my area. But my thing is like, I mean, no, I could do puzzle swap. I have puzzles that I put on the side that I have to do something with. I gotta look up. I don't know what's wrong with my area where I live. I don't know if people are interested in puzzles or not. Just there's not much going on out here, which makes me sad. Laverne says I'm doing a Charles Wasaki and having problems because it's a darker image. I don't know what I was thinking. Interesting. I don't think I've seen many dark images by Charles Wasaki. I'd be curious to know which one you're working on. 'Cause I'm curious. The ones that I have are on the lighter side, I think. 6 to $8 each for 5 to 1,000. I found Buffalo, Clementoni, Ravensburger, Suns Out, and many others. Now, that's a great price for Clementoni and Ravensburgers. Suns Out. I haven't actually tried a puzzle from Suns Out. I think they range from what I saw, maybe $15, so that might be a good price. But for Clementoni and Ravensburger, that's a great deal. It's a good price. Rick says, oh, I finished my Pintu puzzle. Oh, yes. Pintu is great. I like Pintu. I haven't worked on one in ages. I have to get another one. I worked on all the ones that I got. It's like an old map with limited colors. Interesting. It's like muted tones. I have 3 of what I sent you. Thomas Kincaid. I love Thomas Kincaid. He's still hands down #1 to me. I found my puzzle swap on Facebook. They do them every 3 months. 3 months. And maybe I need to look on Facebook. I need to do something. Titan is Wooden You Like a Ride. It's an older one. I have to look it up now. Wooden You. Oops, I can't spell. Oh, I can't type either. Like a Ride. Charles Sake. Oh my god, what's going on with my typing today? Saki. Oh my goodness. Instead of pressing enter, I pressed the X, so it deleted everything. I worked so hard trying to correct my spelling. Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired, alright. I'm still doing the same thing. Wouldn't you like a ride? I'm making a meal out of this, aren't I? Charles Wisaki. Where is it? That looks like it. It's on eBay. Is it this one? Can you see that? That is a lot of muted colors. Is that the one? Oh, wait. What did I do wrong? Laverne. Sorry, it's called World Map of Fantastic Beast. Beast. That's my word, beast. Now let me look up World Map of Fantastic Beast. World Map of Fantastic. Dantastic? I don't know what that means. Fantastic. Jesus, late. Fantastic. What in the world? Oh my gosh. This is painful. Oh, World of Fantastic Beasts. Uh, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Oh my gosh. The Ravensburger World of Map of Fantastic. Oh my god. I'm not doing too well. Oh my goodness. Is it? Oh Jesus. It didn't really. I mean, it's not showing the image fully, but is that part of it? Is that what it looks like? This looks very much like a beastly puzzle to put together. This looks hard. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Oh my god. It's a beast. I like the one I finished with old-fashioned cars in the 50s and country roads and nice little towns. I like that kind of stuff too. Took you a long time. Can you tap a mic button? I could tap the mic button. You're right. I could have just done that and made my life a whole lot easier. My brain is just not thinking straight right now. I'm just trying to make things harder for myself, I guess. Colors are a lot darker. Oh boy. It is lots of browns. You finish rings. It doesn't matter. That's right. As long as you finish it, that's what matters. It don't matter how long it takes. That's why, there was a point when I was doing my 3K puzzle where I was like, I gotta hurry up. I gotta do this. I need a video. I gotta do this and that. And you know what I told myself? I was like, cut it out, man. Just chill out. Enjoy it. Take it easy. What's the rush? Make your video when you finish the puzzle, and then you move on to the next thing. Calm down, man. You know, I'm still trying to tell myself that every now and then, but I'm starting to accept that. And again, that's okay. Why should I rush the puzzle and rush the video? What's the point? It'll come. I promise you. Oh, thank you, B. That's right. It isn't going anywhere. It's sure for sure isn't going anywhere. It's sat right behind me for at least a month now, and that's okay. I just have to just accept it. Don't rush it, and just enjoy the process. I got to deal with enough scheduling and things on time at work. I don't need to be doing that at home with my puzzles. Absolutely not. So, if I got to keep doing lives until this puzzle and video is finished, well, then so be it, right? It'll be what it'll be. I've only given up on 2 puzzles, and you're getting one of them. Thank you. I'm, I'm joking. I'd be curious to see how I do with that one. That'll be quite the challenge. P shapes throw me off, and it was a challenge and loose fit. Not terrible, but can't move a lot at once. Oof. That always makes it a lot tougher. I don't like it when they're loose. It's like I put sections all over the place. I want to be able to pick them up. If I can't pick them up, what's going on? Makes me mad. Hello, Nikki. I keep wanting to say good morning. I mean, pretty soon I'm going to have to start saying good morning. But because I feel weird saying, "Oh, good night." Good night, Nikki. That sounds weird. I'm saying bye or something. I'm rambling now. How are you? Did you have a good week? I'm doing all right. I'm tired. I've had a long work week, but you know what? It's okay because I finally got myself a 2-day weekend on the weekend, which is very rare, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited. Got some Halloween festivities coming on Sunday, which will be fun. Tomorrow will be my daytime live and puzzling. Probably not, how do you say, not completing very much during the puzzling. And I'm pretty sure, um, how do I say, yeah, I probably won't get much done, which has been the story of this puzzling adventure, but that's okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see what she thinks of the crazy set Thomas cake I sent her. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to try that one. That's gonna be fun. I think everyone would like more late night chats, but I guess not good for doing more puzzle work. That's right. I love doing these late night ones. They're just very chill, relaxing. This is great. I love this. And I would do some puzzling at night, but my lighting is like so bad and don't help that I'm tired and I can't even talk straight that probably would be a complete shambles. I'm working on a puzzle that I started in July. I had to shape sort out of the box. I haven't touched it in weeks. Yeah, it happens, Sam. It happens. There are days with this one that I didn't touch it because it was just too much to process. Sometimes you need those breaks. I am doing puzzles too in my room. Yeah, I wish I could do some puzzling now, but I'm just like my eyes are toasted. Hello, Kay. How are you tonight? Little Miss Nat says, working on Halloween doors, 1000 piece puzzle. Hope to finish it by Halloween. Now I have to see what this is. Let's see. Let's see how many times it'll take for me to type it in. Halloween doors. Ugh, instead of typing puzzle, I wrote pizzle. Ooh, I'm struggling. It's been a long week. Let's see. I don't know if I can find it. Is it this one? Let's see. Is it this one? Halloween Puertas. Oh gosh, you know what this puzzle reminds me of? It reminds me that I did not decorate my door for Halloween. What a travesty. Halloween is a few days. I didn't do anything. I put my inflatables out, but I didn't put anything in my door. That's sad. 30 people and only. That's okay. It's all right. Can you wish a happy birthday to my mom? She and I will be deployed to Egypt tomorrow. Happy birthday, Sergeant Annie Gurr. You're being deployed to Egypt. Thank you for your service. Happy birthday. October is a great month to have a birthday. Fall season is amazing. It's it's by Perfectly Puzzling It's Me brand. Not great? Oh, that's a shame. I've seen a number of perfectly puzzling puzzles. And I've always wondered about picking one up. You're saying it's not great. I mean, that means I definitely have to try it, don't I? I really have to try the non-great great ones. I don't know why I like to do that. I'm crazy. Jean says, my head is fried. No puzzling tonight. Tomorrow, yes. Yep. My head is super toasted. Super toasted. My hair is looking a bit toasted too, but that happens a lot to me. It's late but nice to see. I love seeing you guys here. This is, as I said, the late night ones are, mainly for testing my life setup, but it's nice to have a nice chill out chat time. Um, oh, pieces fall apart when moved. Ugh, that's annoying. Oh, I'm getting like nasally all of a sudden. What happened? I felt like I was gonna sneeze. What do you do for your back when it's sore? Um, I lay on the floor. I'm not even joking. I just lay flat on the floor. I get really like straighten up my shoulders and just lay down for a few minutes and kind of just let my body untense. And then when I get back up again, it happens. I get sore again. So I don't know. Probably that doesn't work. It gives me some good relief though. Other than that, I'll just take some Tylenol or something. But also like getting up and moving around, like walking around for a bit, taking a break, and then I come back. Yeah, I don't like loose puzzles. They make me mad. It just it just gets irritating when you're trying to like move sections around and they just want to fall apart on you. It's not cool. Not my ideal puzzling situation. Oh my god, I feel like sneezing. Why do I feel like sneezing? I hope I don't. I don't want to blow the microphone out. Oof. Have you done a bits and pieces one? I've done one bits and pieces. It was a used puzzle that I had. Was that one sent to me or did I get it from the thrift store? I don't remember. I think I picked it up at the thrift store. It was good. I don't remember the pieces holding on extremely well because of the random cut fit, but it was a 1000 piece puzzle. Um, Random cut. I did it fit? Did it have a loose fit? I don't even remember now. I don't remember. I don't think it survived the pickup test, but maybe the certain sections would hold pretty well. Um, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, don't sneeze. Ugh. I did do a video on it too, and it happened to be my first puzzle that had a missing piece to it, which was very sad. I live in California and it was 86 degrees today, too hot for Halloween season. My weather over here has been all over the place. I've had days where it was 25 degrees, very cold, and it would go up to maybe 40. I mean, 25 is not extremely cold here, but I can get away wearing a sweatshirt, but it would go to 40. And then the last few days, it went up to like 70, 75, and 80. And then now it's back down to like the 30s again. It's back and forth. It's been completely random the last few weeks. So I don't know. One thing we haven't had is rain. Um, you can sit in a position against the wall with but the shoulders flat on the wall. That is true. I could do that as well. I do have some areas where I can do that. Because either I have like a picture on a wall or a thermostat or a frame. You're allergic to, I must be allergic to loose puzzles. I must be allergic to something. Something to make me want to sneeze. Maybe my room is just dusty. I haven't had time to do anything with 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 work and the puzzle. Like my house is falling to pieces. Hello, rain. Yes, you made it. I am not picky, but fit is important to me. I agree, Rick. Yeah, the scoop is very helpful. Oh my God, I still feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Shake it off. Ugh. Here, rain is here. Yeah, right? Rain is here. Yes, my plants are drying up outside. No fall weather in Arizona. 97. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the highest that went up recently was 80, 85, which was unusual because the week before that it was like in the 20s and 30s. Maybe it would hit 40. And now today it got cold again. Was it today it got cold or yesterday? One of them days. All I know is the weather is just absolutely bananas. Does not compute. Yeah, 25 is not too bad. I can get away with wearing um a short sleeve and a like a fleece pullover. Yeah, my plants outside are looking very sad. Excuse me. I was yawning. My plants are looking a little bit on the toasted side, like my eyeballs. Well, you frame the 3000 when you finish. Yeah, cold season, seriously. It's like you're bound to get sick just from the weather change. But when I finished my 3000 count, I looked into frames. I looked into like because I thought about it. I'd like to hang it. A frame for that size is gonna cost me like $150. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money for a frame. Like what the heck, man? That's craziness. Where do I live? I'm in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. BHA was 90 in Central Texas. I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania, Texas. I hear it gets very, very hot. Ugh, I'm sorry. I still feel like I gotta sneeze. Ugh, maybe if I poke my eyes or something. You were born in Pennsylvania? Nice. I'm not originally from Pennsylvania. I'm originally from New York City. We moved out here about 10, I think it's going on for 11 years. 11 years ago now. 11 years. I'm trying to stay away from the microphone a bit in case I just throw out a sneeze. Because last year we had 65 days of over 100-degree days. You see, I cannot do heat. I don't like the heat. I'm not a beach person, like a hot beach person. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I don't like to sweat. I don't like wearing sweaty clothes. It just drives me nuts. From Massachusetts? We get, when it snows out here, it snows. Because I'm up in the mountains. We get some pretty good snow. Hello, Renee. Renee's from Virginia. You're next door to me, right? Is that right? Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia. Oh my goodness. I'm I'm showing you my lack of map skills. This is terrible. I should have just kept my mouth shut. You have the weather's crazy, isn't it? Weather is wild. Colorado, you had a warm October. Hello, Peggy. This weather's just craziness. I don't know. Craziness. You just don't know how to dress. You dress one way in the morning and then like by the afternoon, it's like what you wore just doesn't make sense anymore. You're like, I've had days this week where it's really cold in the morning, and then in the afternoon, it's like boiling hot. And it's like, I don't want to take my sweatshirt off. I'm cozy, but I don't want to sweat either. I just keep it on. We don't get enough to talk about here in Delaware. The drivers scare you. There's bad drivers everywhere. Maryland in between Virginia and Pennsylvania. Lots of snow here too. We got hit with a blizzard that made the news last winter. Oh boy. I think one of our worst snowfalls was several years back where like everything was standstill. There was cars stuck in the roads. My sister was stuck in the next town. They were in their car for hours. It was horrible. You're horrible with geography, Miss Nat? Yeah, me too. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm gonna be honest. Science? Yeah, I'm not good with that either. Mm-mm. Not good with it. I'm not gonna lie. I need a US map puzzle to remember where all the states are. I know, right? And I even if I had something like that, I'd probably still forget. Tell you what, I know this is random. I'm so looking forward to breakfast tomorrow. I'm gonna cook bacon. That's a real treat. I'm sorry that was random. Oh darn it. You know, I just realized I ate all my waffles in the freezer. I have nothing sweet for the morning. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to make pancakes. This is terrible. I usually have these things on hand in the freezer. Oh man, I should have made them yesterday. Darn it. Let me get back on topic here. Have you purchased any Advent puzzles yet? I have not, Renee. I I did get an email from a company wanting to collaborate. They've got a new Advent calendar coming out. I haven't responded yet. I gotta see what the terms are and if I have time to do it. But no, I haven't bought anything yet. What is the largest puzzle you have ever completed? Well, I'm currently working on my 3,000 count, and I'm hoping that will be the biggest puzzle I've ever completed. No, I'm going to complete. I'm not quitting it. I'm going to complete it. That will be my biggest. What I have already completed is the 2,000. That I have completed. You love my New York accent. It's so heavy. Sometimes it comes out really heavy at times, and I don't even realize it. My husband likes to make fun of me. I was stationed in Oceana, Virginia. I was stationed in Oceana Beach. Waffles sound. I know. I want waffles. I really want waffles. I wish I had some still in the freezer and I ate them all. I ate all of them. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to make pancakes tomorrow. This is apps. I'm devastated. First world problems. Yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll have a toast or maybe I have a bagel. We'll see. Pin2 has an advent calendar, but it's last year's. I don't think Pin2 is releasing another advent calendar from what I've last heard, because I don't think it did as well as it hoped, as they hoped even. Um, I don't know. The one that they released last time was, I loved it. It was great. Um, you actually encouraged me to try smaller count puzzles. Oh, really? 2K and up? Wow. You got some magic skills there. I'm struggling. I struggle with them. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to do and I mainly buy like the lower count puzzles like the 300 counts to do like the like the comparison of puzzle counts between brands. Did that make sense? I guess you know what I'm saying. Um, and I love them. They're quick fun. I like that. Nice, quick fun. I purchased it waiting until Christmas. Pintu released this year's advent calendar. Oh, that's what Pintu did. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I'm bad with keeping up to date with things. Peace, relax. Interesting. We're waiting till Christmas. Maybe some. Oh, I love French toast. I don't have sliced bread though. Darn it. The only thing I could do is make pancakes because I have like that pancake mix that I just add water. Hello, Oliver. Hey, Mandy, love the channel, my buddy. Pete is a big fan. Give her a shot. How do you say Chris Faye? Chris Faye peeps? Am I? I apologize if I'm butchering that. But hello. I'm gonna try it one more time. Chris Faye, right? Chris Faye? Oh my god, my sneeze is coming back. Ugh. Why do I want to sneeze? Stop sneezing. No, I haven't sneezed yet. What am I talking about? I like them. I got their bear jar. Yeah, their stuff is so cool. So they do have the new count. Okay. See, as I said, I'm terrible with current events. I didn't realize. Yeah, they can be expensive. Next puzzling adventure says big one, but my grandkids can kind of help do by instruction. Oh, they opened all the bags. I'd love to get the New York Puzzle Company advent calendar, but not $200 from New York Puzzle Company? Are you serious? What is it made out of? Gold? But why is it $200? Does it have a tiny bottle of New York water or something? Like what's I mean, not that it's worth that kind of money. It is tasty though. I grew up on that stuff. Is good. But I mean, $200? What does it include aside from, the typical stuff? That's crazy. $200. I'm gonna have to look this up and find out what's going on with this advent calendar. What makes it so crazy? That's some wild amounts of money. Mm-mm. I don't know how I feel about that. And I actually do have a New York Puzzle Company puzzle that I bought in one of my first trips to Barnes and Nobles, I think. And I haven't tried it yet. I gotta try that brand. Yeah, totally out of my budget as well. Hello, Queen of Puzzles. Yeah, $200 for a puzzle. I mean, maybe if it was one of those like massive count puzzles, that's one thing. But for an advent calendar, I mean, what the heck can justify that amount? I mean, does it have like, does it come with New York bagels? Those are good too. I love New York bagels. Or egg and bacons on a rolls. Those are the best in New York City. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now, but if you don't mind me, the piece Relax, owned by Pintu Admical, was reviewed on YouTube by Jeanette and her puzzles and For the Love of Puzzles. Oh, did they review it already? Interesting. Nice. I have to catch up on their videos actually. It's been a while. I know they had their they were at the championship in Spain. I gotta watch those. I finished the chocolate puzzle. Oh, good. Chocolate. Now I want a Snickers again. Get up earlier so you can make your pancakes. I know. I want pancakes, Peggy, but I don't want to wake up earlier either. But that's the only way I'll be able to get them done before our appointment. Darn it. How can I do this? How can I run out of pancakes and waffles? For a minute, I was going to say puzzles and waffles in the freezer. Pancakes and waffles. Too rich for my blood. Yeah, seriously. $200? It better come with a bus ride ticket to the city. I'll put it that way. That's what it better come with. And a coupon for an egg and bacon on a roll, one plain toasted bagel with butter, and a cup of coffee from one of those street carts on the street. That's my kind of breakfast in New York. Well, that's what I mostly had. I would always buy that in college, when I was in college, and when I would go to work in the mornings. Oh, yeah. You know what? It should come with a coupon for a slice of New York pizza, too. You know, it should come with all these things, you know? I mean, wouldn't that be amazing if an advent calendar came with all that kind of stuff? I might consider spending $200 if it didn't come with that kind of stuff. I might consider. Damn, I haven't had a New York slice in a very long time. Peace Relax sponsors. Oh, they sponsor her. That's a little different. I think, yeah, sponsorships are different, kind of different than collaborations. That's awesome. Now I'm making everybody want pancakes. I'm sorry. I really want pancakes. Yes, a New York, a slice of New York cheesecake. Should be a coupon for that as well. I'm trying to think what else is very New York. New York slice. We said pizza. We said bagel. We said water. Tap water. Has to be the tap water. I know that sounds strange, but as I grew up on it, best tap water. Egg and bacon on a roll. What else is very New York City? Maybe a hot dog from the hot dog carts. I mean, some people might think that's strange, but I grew up on those too. So many things. Yeah, the cheesecake. I would like it to come with fried shrimp and hush puppies and coleslaw. I mean, that sounds really good. I know, we've been talking about food a lot. You're doing French toast right now, G? Or are you going to do French toast? It's 12 a.m. Can I come over? Cheesesteak? Cheesesteak is more of a Pennsylvania thing, I believe. New York is more pizza, egg, bacon on a roll, the bagels, the bagels. What else? Yeah, there's just so much good stuff in New York City. I ate a lot of New York pizza when in school in Connecticut. Very every day to school and back to Manhattan for pizza dinner. Oh, yes. A plethora of restaurants in New York City. Though, in my opinion, a lot of the best ones from back in the day were from back in the day. A lot of the places that I knew growing up are not there anymore, unfortunately, which makes me sad and kind of is one of the reasons why I don't travel back to New York City anymore because What I knew is not there anymore, sadly. I feel like New York City has lost a lot of its character, to be honest. Oh, in the morning, I was gonna say, I was getting too excited for you, Jane. Ooh, fun fact, my favorite Pop Tart is strawberry Pop Tart. Blah 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 blah. Strawberry Pop Tart. The iced ones. I ate those growing up as well a lot. But see, I'm very particular about my Pop Tarts. They have to be very, very, very well toasted. I don't know why. Some people call it burnt. I just call them well toasted. But that's how I always ate my Pop Tarts growing up. And I still do if I have one. Pastrami sandwich, yes, that is a New York thing. You're an hour behind me. It's 11:07. Yep, it's 12:09 here. Matzo ball soup. I guess that would be a New York thing as well. Yeah, yeah, New York is just not what it used to be. I was born and raised there. I moved out, like, as I said, 10, 11 years ago. Just it's gone. It's not my New York anymore. That's okay. I moved on now. It's that way here too. I remember a lot of things when I was younger. Yeah, I guess it's just part of life, right? And things changing over the years. Sometimes it changes for the better, sometimes not so much. It's definitely a place I can say I would not move back to. And it's funny, when I was there, you know, growing up and whatnot, I thought I'd never leave New York City. That was all I knew. To me, it's like, where else would I go? I'm in New York, like everything was there. But you grew up as well. We give away our ages. I got lost as it's all built up. My dog just gave me the side eye for laughing. Yeah, I guess that's just life, right? I have never toasted a Pop Tart. You must toast Pop Tarts. I mean, you don't have to. I think my brother would eat them just out of the bag, but for me, I have to have if you're gonna give me a Pop Tart, it has to be the strawberry iced, the strawberry filled Pop Tart that's iced, very, very, very well toasted. As I said, some people call it burnt. I don't call it that. It's just is Mandy certified toasted. I feel like that's the one thing that hasn't really changed in flavor over the years because a lot of things that I grew up eating don't taste the same anymore. But Pop Tarts, for some reason, they're still using the same good old chemicals. I love living out of city in hills and country. I know, I know being out here, it was such a change, but it was a good change. And I, I will never look back to living in I never want to live in a city again. This is too much peace and beauty and scenery and space, you know? Then home away from the madness. Well, I know, right? The cities are good to go shopping and but the last time I went to the city, I just couldn't wait to leave. It was too much. I was overstimulated. Way too much. I wanted to go back home. It didn't feel like home anymore when I went. I'll put it that way. I'm happy out here in the trees. Oh my God, Renee, you're absolutely right. I feel like the Chips Ahoy cookies were the first ones to go downhill. Horrible. And I used to eat them a lot, especially the red bag, the chewy ones. That was my thing. Okay, I would take two chewy Chips Ahoy cookies and put them on a small plate and put them in the microwave for a few seconds too long to a point where it would get kind of hard in the center. I guess people would call that burnt, but that's how I liked them. And it was just so gooey and good. And it had a nice chew in the center because, I overdid it in the microwave, but that's how I liked them. Chips Ahoy's were the first to go downhill. Absolutely right. Definitely not the same anymore. I'm away from the busy city. I live in development, but not inside the city, living too busy. Ah, yes. Yeah, I cannot picture myself being in the city again, like living in a city. I'll visit, but then, then I can't wait to go back home. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know, right? All they did, you know what I think they did? All they did was add even more chemicals to make them cheaper, and it just ruined the flavor. They should have just left it alone. The chemicals were just fine the way they were. Any plans for Thanksgiving? Can't believe. Isn't it a craziness how we're already talking about Thanksgiving? It's literally right around the corner. It's madness. Probably just gonna have everybody over my house. That's usually what we do. Last year we didn't because we got COVID. Um, but this year, hopefully we'll have as many people over as possible and just stuff our faces. Stuff our faces with good food. Mm, what time is it? I'm gonna have to log off soon. I'm pretty darn tired and I can't wait for breakfast in the morning. It seems like yesterday we already had the holidays. I know it feels just like yesterday that we did all this madness and now that it's back here again and we have to do it all over again. It's like I still feel like I haven't recovered from the last one. Companies change ingredients and yes, they got smaller for sure. I don't remember them being, I don't remember, and I know it's because, you know how they say when you get bigger, things get smaller? Well, no, those things got smaller, not because I grew bigger. I didn't get that much bigger, to be honest. I'm still kind of short. But it's just crazy how they just change everything over time. It's like if you're going to change something, make it change for the better. Don't make me mad about it? I don't eat that stuff anymore, really. Puzzling, eating, and relaxing, and probably fasting for a bit. Fasting? Oh no, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm always eating. I love to eat. I love food. I love me some good food. You have a good night, Sam. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be going to bed too, as well very soon. 'Cause I gotta be up on time. I gotta consider making these pancakes. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I probably won't have to. I mean, I do have Sunday. I really wanted pancakes though. Darn it. Darn it. I should have just made them Thursday. Yep. Everything is so tiny nowadays and even more expensive. Oh, you have a good night, B. I'm glad I made you laugh. My craziness. You have a good night and have a great weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next late night live or the next live. Yeah, everything's shrinking, everything tastes different, making you sicker, costing you more money. It's all bad. It's not good. I've I've actually been trying to make lots of effort to eat, make better food choices, and I've cut out a lot of things from my diet, like, you know, seed oils, bad oils. I'm trying to stick to things like avocado oil, coconut oil, and things like that. And doing little changes here and there. I don't know, not too much too fast, Think little changes and help. But yes, I'm gonna be heading out, guys, because I unfortunately got to set an alarm for tomorrow and think about pancakes. So, oh yeah, Rick, it's all air. There's no chips in it. It's like, why did I pay for air? It's very disappointing. But yes, I'm gonna I'm gonna go bed. I'll probably just sleep here in my chair. No, I won't do that. Uh, you guys have a good night. I will hopefully see some of you tomorrow. If not, maybe I'll see you on the next late night test live. So, with that being said, I'm losing track of what I'm saying now because I'm so tired. But anyways, guys, you all have a good night, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Have some good breakfast in the morning. Good night.